And you mentioned earlier that you thought Alabama would like to play Ohio State. And I mentioned that if I'm Ohio State, I would like to play Alabama. And, Coach, you can agree with me here in a second. But
we'll see about that.
Don't try to sway Coach. I'm working on him. So here's what I'm saying. If you play this Alabama team and you face Blake Sims and he relies so heavily on Amari Cooper that Amari Cooper has over 100 catches. The next guy, DeAndre White, I believe, has DeAndre has 37 catches. So here's what I say, Coach. We go in, we get our defense, we take away Cooper, no matter what it takes. We take away Cooper, slow him down, make Blake Sims beat us with somebody else.
How about
we got a shot? What do you say, Coach?
How about P.J. Yeldon?
Yeah, in the backfield.
I think you put four guys on Amari Cooper. You put three on Blake.
Not what you were supposed to do.
What?
Blake Sims can run it.
You know what scares me more than anything is a team that can run the ball, has an explosive receiver, but has a quarterback that can improvise and turn a bad play into a great play, and that's what Blake Sims has done.
We're going to make him throw it to somebody else.
You know, I agree with you in principle.
Right.
But
that's all I need.
But okay. But let me ask you exactly. That was going to be my point. You know, I mean, every defensive coordinator that's faced them over the whole season, they've tried to do that. And Kiffin.
Here's why I disagree.
You think they've gone into the game and said, we're just going to let them have Amari Cooper?
No,
I think Auburn did.
No, but here's what I think Auburn did. Here's what they did.
Auburn's like, you know what? That guy, he got fired.
But here's what they did. They went into the game, and at times they've taken their chance and said, we're going to play in man-to-man coverage. And you've seen him catch the ball by himself with one guy to beat. If you watch Ole Miss play that team, they never left him by himself, and they rallied more than one person there.
Talking about one of the best secondaries.
And we're talking about a top 4 team in the country. Now we're talking about Ohio State.
But you're not talking about one of the best secondaries in the country.
They have the athletes to get there. They have the athletes.
Here's the thing.
Don't leave him by himself.
I agree
double
with you.
him.
You should double him. The masterful part of what Lane Kiffin has done, he's a moving target, Joey. Yeah. It's hard to identify where he is.
Here's the thing.
How do you double a guy? But how do you double a guy when they put him in the backfield? On 4th and 5,
he has to come out of the back. I've been that guy. I've been the guy that you've had to move around and find a way to double. And I promise you, defenses find a way with a safety, a linebacker in the corner, if you know where the guy is. I'm not saying you can eliminate this guy from the game. What I am saying is, in those moments when your quarterback, Blake Sims, has to make a play, I make sure that Amari Cooper is the guy
you should do that. Expert secondary coach. Go.
Yeah.
Well, you can't keep Amari Cooper from getting the ball because you can't intercept the snap from center. What they did, they put him out there. I'm surprised they don't run the jet sweep with him more. But I'll say this, nobody beats you throwing and catching. Where Amari Cooper beats you, he runs after the catch because people don't tackle particularly well. And you don't want to create a situation where you're one-on-one against Amari Cooper, not covering him, tackling him. And I think that's going to be the
best. No man-to-man race.
And they have feasted on teams giving him the easy passes. He was 20 of 21 on throws of 5 yards or shorter.
Bubble.
I would rather make you bubble me because I can rally. I can rally to a bubble. If I play man-to-man, it clears it up right now. Blake Sims knows where to go. Man-to-man coverage, I'm going outside.
How do you beat Alabama?
When he beats you deep is when the guy who has a flat doesn't take depth and he sits there about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden the safety man's got to cover the corner and the post, and they cannot do it. And I agree with you. Get depth on them, be around them. When they trade them a 10-yard gain for a heading, that's what you got to do. You got to punish the receiver. Don't let him run with the ball.
It took a while for you to
mark
come
me
around,
down
Coach,
as
but you made it.
How do you make it, Coach?
Oh, I'll tell you what. You know what? If I'd have known you before, I could have been a heck of a coach.
You were right about that.
How do you beat Alabama?
Throw it
this year. Throw it deep.
Take shots.
Its only weaknesses you've seen in Alabama's defense this season has been even Coastal Carolina. It was taking shots.
Western
Carolina.
Okay, I have said this for several years. We've been together 10. I've told you, when you play Nick Saban, he is a greedy sucker.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to give you a 3-yard pass. You got a better chance to hit a bomb than you do a 3-yard pass. I said that 6 years ago, and it's true today as ever before. It was true when we played
Except for 6 years ago, he had better corners.
Yeah.
Right now,
I tell you what, he has. He had great pass rushers. He doesn't have the great pass rush at end.
He had pass rushers?
No.
I haven't seen a pass rusher with Saban hardly.
6 years ago.
What was he at?
It was still LSU. Well, not 6 years. It was longer ago than that. It was at
Miami
LSU.
Dolphins.
But you know, I think they have better pass rushers athletically than they've had in recent years, but they're young, they're inexperienced, they lose contain sometimes, did a couple of times yesterday, and I think you're underestimating the supporting cast. They've got dudes. They've got dudes at the other receivers.
I'm not underestimating. All I'm saying is those dudes, the next dude has 37 catches.
Maybe so.
Let me try 37
catches. Make that dude
guy.
do it.
Yeah.